So it's from Tristan Hopper, who I believe once stopped a raccoon to death. And you know what? I'm not sure who I'm cheering for there. But anyways, first reading, National Arts Center to allow only Black identifying theater goers. A February 17th play will be open only to Black identifying theater goers. So we're back to segregation. Is that what? Are we using different water fountains too here, guys? Anyways, whites, Asians, and others are advised to make other plans. Okay, let's keep going because there's what I've got a point to make in all of this. The National Arts Center, so this is a Crown corporation funded by the federal government, will be marking Black History Month, I guess with segregation, with a performance at which only Black theater goers will be welcome. On February 17th, the center is hosting the first ever Blackout night with Black only performance of Is God Is at, this is the part, at Ottawa's Babs Asper Theater. Can we bring up a picture of Babs Asper, please? So this is named after Babs Asper, the sort of the matriarch of the Asper family, which is Canadian philanthropist and involved in the media and stuff like that. You might be able to find it on Ezra's Twitter account if you have a picture of Babs Asper. Maybe not. There's Babs Asper. Babs Asper, whom the theater is named after, would not be allowed to go to this showing of this thing in the theater that she's named after because of these like modern segregationists. Mm-hmm. How does that make any sense to anybody? And the worst part is we're all paying for this because this is a federally funded Crown Corporation thing.
That's the part that really jumped out to me is when it was, you know, it's federally funded. And I mean, unsurprising at this point that the federal government would be funding something that's literally racism 101. But also you only have to be Black identifying, right? So does that mean that I can go in and show up and be like, well, I identify as Black and who are you to discriminate against me and join in on all the fun? Or, you know, what would happen to someone if they tried to just be Black identifying for the day? Because that seems to be how these alphabet soup groups work, is that you can be whoever you want to be under the umbrella of tolerance and inclusion. And so if I'd like to identify as Black for the day and attend this Black identifying only thing, Is God Is, that's I'm sure a whole other topic. I don't even know what that really means.
I feel there's going to be heresy. my heresy alarms are going to be going off. It says attendees will self-identify based on the honor system. So segregationists should be honorable. Okay. No one will be turned away at the door. There will be no checkpoints for Blackout night ticket holders, and no questions will be asked about anyone's identity, race, or gender.
But then toward the bottom, where was it? It said, no one will be turned away, but then there will be guards or someone. Oh, here it is at the very, I think it's the last paragraph. If someone self-identifies as a non-Black person and demands to enter the room, a member of our staff will be present to chat with this person. We try our best to have this labor land on a non-Black staff member, and we will have non-Black front of house leadership or technical and production team members present in the lobby to help de-escalate such situations.
So we're even segregating the interrogation by race. So if you show up and you're like, I just want to come watch this, I've got curly hair, maybe I'm Black. Nope. I'm going to get interviewed by somebody about why I feel that way, and that person is going to be non-Black
identifying,
I guess, because even like we're not allowed to even mix in this extent. This is terrible. If you look, the event was pitched as an experience, quote, free from the white gaze, and has since been taken up by theater companies across the Anglosphere. So white people can't look at you. What are you going to catch from me, white cooties? Like, I get, it's just, I'm speechless. I don't understand how somebody thought that this was okay to do. And if you want to do it in like your gross little private theater group, I don't care. I'm definitely not coming. I don't know if you've picked up, but I'm not much of a theater person. But because you want to be free from the white gaze. That's bigotry. What is coming out of my eyeballs that's so upsetting to these people?
Well, it goes on to say that people got out of their seats to go to the bathroom when they needed, like as though, I guess, having white people in the audience would prevent you from doing that somehow. People spoke, people laughed loudly, talked back, people texted with their ringers off and screens turned low. I mean, wow. Apparently, if there was white attendees, they would definitely keep their ringers on and their screen brightness would be turned way up high. Like, how dare they?
Did you know my phone's got a white people setting? And so, and so it comes on like when I'm in church, when my phone is supposed to be turned off, I just hit the white people setting and it comes on and it's really obnoxious and bright. Is that what these people think? Like, what is wrong with them? This is crazy. Who signs up for this sort of racial segregation and thinks like, oh, look, this is a step towards inclusivity and a more tolerant very progressive culture.
Yeah. Under the name of, being progressive. I wonder, I would be so interested to know though, just how many tickets are sold for this particular night compared to the other nights. Are people actually going to engage in this? I mean, straight up theater. It's theater in a theatrical show, but it's also theater under this progressive umbrella of inclusivity and tolerance. And I don't know, I'm interested to know how many people would take part in it.
How does purposefully keeping us apart from each other make us more comfortable with each other?